with the fan up. All them, I got Santa. I go monkey. All that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, practice Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. People tell me from my haters, just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Bad boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping them was honest. We used to drug them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Steelers are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against that Jags team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Being chased out left. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Bortles. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Calais Campbell, all 6 feet 8 inches of him, signed away from Arizona in the offseason. He's going to be a mainstay, the defensive front for Jacksonville.
8 sacks last year, hoping to build off that. Those 8 sacks were just one off his career high.
Yeah, he's an excellent player, whole lot of man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. action. Now it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bortles going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Malik Jackson in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Bell. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now out come the Jags. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. After the penalty, it's Fournette. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Bortles now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second down, here's Fournette. Space to run past the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. We have, and before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 19 yards that time for number 19. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
Now Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Bortles. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From midfield, here's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. In motion left comes Bryant. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They begin with a run by Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's got the rookie. It's D.D. Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Fournette running right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Here's Bortles to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So it's his third field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need to stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Able to slither by. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And McDonald here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Dobbs to throw. A screen to Bell. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Dobbs now on second down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. In motion now is Lee. fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. A handoff to Fournette. Finding some room at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this whistle resulted in losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?